Hello everyone, my name is Cherie, and today I am going to be discussing my screenwriting software. So back when I first started learning how to write screenplays, I was writing on an electric typewriter. So I had to figure out the margins, figure out the centering for the character and all the indents, and it was just really annoying. Shortly thereafter, I began working on the original Macintosh, and I believe the program was MacWrite. So you still had to set up your margins and stuff, but it wasn't as time-consuming as the electric typewriter. When I moved down to LA for a couple of years in the 90s, I had a roommate who had access to a Final Draft disc. So he actually installed one of the copies onto my computer. So for a while I was using an early version of Final Draft, which was really nice. It worked really well. After Final Draft and moving on to newer computers, I started using Celtx. Celtx was a free application, and it stood for Crew, Equipment, Location, Talent, and XML. Now, Celtx used to be a free application. It is no longer free, but it's pretty cheap. So if you wanted to start out on something, I would recommend it. I used that for many years. And finally, in February, I purchased Final Draft. So I'm using Final Draft again. I was lucky that I was taking a class at the time, so I got the student rate of $100. My co-writer on the Frozen Waltz script had to pay, I believe, $150. I just went online and I'm seeing that their special right now is $170. It's an investment. The reason to use a Final Draft is because the majority of industry professionals use Final Draft. And if you want to be a professional, use what the professionals use.